Just going through 1.3 right now. Absolutely banger. Taking my notes in Joplin as always and on the grind. Getting the vacuuming done. So I learned this yesterday, but I thought it was really interesting. Basically, Charlie Morgan went through how beliefs are actually formed, and why he said this is super important is because if you don't know what's actually driving you to do the work, if you don't know why you're doing the work or why you're resistant to doing the work, you'll end up just not doing the work. So that's the main premise behind learning this kind of stuff. So the main thing that you have to do when analyzing what your belief is. So for me, my belief was I am bad at sports. So that belief was originally formed when I was young. I went out and I was just running along. I landed wrong on my foot and I ended up breaking my foot. From this, my belief formed where I'm not good at sports. That's the first time I was like, I'm not good at sports. That's the first time I actually thought it and brought it into being. Then after that, I started to act out of the belief. So when I would think I'm bad at sports, I broke my foot, I'm not that good at this, I don't win hockey games or whatever it is, me living in Canada. So I would act out of this. So then when people would say, hey, do you want to come play basketball? I'd be like, no, I'm not really good at sports. So then as this goes on and on, you start to see that you act on this more and more and more. So now I am acting out of the experience. So now I have an original experience, and then I created a belief, and now I'm acting on that belief. And then from that belief, I'm acting even more, which creates more experiences, which from those experiences, I enforce my belief. So here, this guy, he went for his hockey shot. He's got the same sweater as me. He went for his hockey shot and he didn't make it. Now you can see there's that guy in the background there. He's yelling at him and whatever. And this is just not a great day for that guy. And maybe that guy went and yelled at him. And so now he's got a new experience that's confirming this belief. And then this cycle repeats. And this will probably happen a lot of times. This will happen over and over and over and over again. Till this belief is so formed and so much just a part of your identity that you don't even know where it came from, and the chances of you actually being able to deal with it it's impossible. I was going to say it's hard. No, it's impossible. If you don't know the original where your belief came from, you can't go back and you can't actually change it, and you can't work hard if that's your main thing. Be good at sports in this situation, but it's very important to get this. I also don't want to forget this. Things get better and worse over time. So right up here on the chart, you can see I've got Charlie Morgan's graph. Basically, this explains how as you'll learn critical information here, then as time goes on, you'll forget it. But the only time you'll actually need it is right here, where you've basically completely forgotten it, and then it goes whoop, and now you need it, of course. So then in this graph here, how that applies to your belief is you have your belief, and you make this belief, and then years go by, it might slightly affect you, but then you get up to this point right here and you completely have forgotten about it. You don't even remember that experience. And then you get here and it starts to affect your life. So say you start needing to do sports, you join a running club or something, then you actually really need to get going and you need to start running and exercising, but you've got this experience back here that has happened so long ago that now you are so resistant to running and you don't know why, and you're procrastinating and you're just eating junk food and you start creating these bad habits to avoid it. And it's all because of this one experience that happened way back here that you don't even remember. And like Charlie said this in the good sense, this is a good thing. If you can master this where you learn something and then it applies years later and you remember that, that's a good thing. It also applies to this beliefs thing. This is my end of day screen time, 7 hours, 19 minutes on my phone. 42 of that was Outertune, 39 was Google Maps, I had to go drop something off, 35 was Messenger, I was doing Facebook stuff, I was messaging Facebook people, LibTube, so that's like whatever, that was 34 minutes, Google was 28 minutes, which, was this morning trying to figure out why my wallpaper wasn't working. It turns out on Samsung you have these things called routines, and my routine was changing my wallpaper every time, so that's kind of annoying. Then here I've got messages, self-explanatory, gallery, CapCut, so a lot of what you're seeing here is actually not, but it could have done that on the computer, which probably would have been better. And if I go into Timito, yeah, you're gonna see in my daily breakdown. So right here I have that 4 hours in the morning where I was sleeping, and I worked for 4 hours today, and then morning, just that was honestly mostly getting my wallpaper going, was 2 hours 20 minutes, and then free time, so that was I had to go and get groceries today. Sorry for that loud sound, but I had to go get groceries today, so then that was a couple hours and dropping stuff off and doing marketplace stuff. So yeah, that was my day today.